Welcome and happy July 4th. My name is Eckhard Preu, Music Director of the Portland Symphony. This year marks the 244th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, and we celebrate the dreams, ideals, and achievements of this country. Usually, we celebrate with family gatherings and barbecues, with concerts and parades, and of course fireworks. But we cannot do all of this year, but that should not dampen our mood. I think we can still celebrate safely and enthusiastically. The Portland Symphony is proud to be part of this TV special that supports Full Plates, Full Potential, and Good Shepherd Food Bank. We have a great program for you. The brass quintet of the Portland Symphony is going to play for you. And our musicians will be playing from the safety of their homes. We also have a special guest. He is one of my favorite guest artists, and for all of you who are fans of Magic of Christmas, you will remember him from last year, because he sang "You Are a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." But he's not mean at all. Please welcome back Kevin Days. Kevin, welcome. It is so good to see you again. You are from Maine. How do you celebrate the 4th of July?
Actually, this year is going to be a special kind of a smaller gathering because of the distancing requirements, but we're going to do a barbecue and put some ribs on and kind of enjoy the holiday that way. And we're close enough. I live in a capital city, so we get to see fireworks kind of off in the distance, and so I expect it to be an intimate but very celebratory.
Well, that is exactly what we're looking forward to. I'm going to do something similar, just in a little bit more German way with sauerkraut and bratwurst. But it's the same idea. It's the same idea. It is so sad that we can't be performing live on the Eastern Promenade this year with the Portland Symphony. Last year's July 4th concert was my very first performance as new music director of the Portland Symphony, and we had so much fun. Obviously, we cannot do this year, and I want to use this opportunity to thank all the frontline heroes, the first responders and the medical personnel for putting their lives on the line to help other people survive and to help them overcome this horrible virus. Kevin, how have you and your family been affected by COVID-19?
Fortunately, I only have one family member who is directly affected. She tested positive. She actually lives in Westbrook, Maine, my sweet niece, Paula. And she struggled with it for several weeks, but apparently it was pretty low-grade infection. And so she is recovering very nicely.
Independence Day is not only a day for celebration, but also an opportunity for reflection. And we have to acknowledge that a lot more work needs to be done so that all Americans can feel truly free. And here we are now 244 years after the Declaration of Independence, and we are still fighting for the equality of all people. And it feels like, to me, Kevin, that this year's July 4th carries a very, very special meaning and message.
It absolutely does. I believe that it could be a rebirth of our country in a certain way. We're celebrating its past birth and the independence that we found, and I'm hoping that we'll now become independent of hate and racism and these things that are a scourge on our culture. And it looks positive, I think, when you have so many different cultures who are embracing the Black Lives Matter movement and making sure that we kind of pull apart all of these institutions that perpetuate the racism and hate. And so I think there's good cause for optimism at this point.
And we want to recognize the lives lost in recent events with a moment of silence. In particular, the names that have been on the forefront of our minds and consciousness.
I'd like to call out the names of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and Rayshard Brooks.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that appear, the I first believed. Through many dangerous toils and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
Thanks to the brass quintet of the Portland Symphony and Kevin Days. We want to thank all of you for being here and for celebrating with us. The 4th of July is all about family, your own family, and also about America as a whole. And it's incredible what has been achieved in this country, but we also should remember that it's never finished, that we stay committed to equality and freedom, mutual respect and love. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, and see you hopefully soon at the Merrill Auditorium with your Portland Symphony Orchestra.
I'd like to thank the Portland Symphony Orchestra, the first orchestra I ever heard play live when I was about 8 years old. I'd like to thank you for inviting me to participate in this celebration. And now I'm going to sing for you Go Down Moses. It's a Harry Burleigh arrangement, and it's all about having freedom and moving into a better world.
When Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Thus spake the Lord, bold Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll smite your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people